You know, it's funny. Sometimes the words we use all the time, the ones we think are so simple, are actually hiding the most incredible complexity. Today, we're going to crack one of those words wide open. A word you probably use without even thinking about it. Company. Let's dive in. But first, let me ask you something. How many words do you think you really need to get by in English? To express pretty much any basic idea? Come on, take a guess. A few thousand? 10,000 maybe. What if I told you the real number is way, way smaller?
That's it, just 850. And no, that's not some random number I pulled out of a hat. It's actually the heart of a whole system designed for clear, simple communication. So, this special list of 850 words is called Basic English. It was put together to be a sort of toolkit, the absolute essentials for day-to-day life. And guess what? Our word for today, company, is right there on that super important list. The whole idea is that if you master these 850 words, you can say almost anything. But here's the catch. For a small number of words to do that much work, they have to be incredibly flexible. They have to wear a lot of different hats. Let's see just how many hats the word company wears, starting with the one we all know best.
All right, first up, company, the organization. This is probably the first thing that pops into your head, right? A business, a firm, a place that makes or sells things.
Now pay close attention to that little detail in the parentheses. Countable noun. That is absolutely crucial. It means you can have one company or two companies or a bunch of companies. It's a specific individual thing you can count.
This sentence nails it, right? The speaker is talking about one specific business that they own. It's a concrete thing. Easy enough. But this is where the word starts to get a lot trickier and honestly a lot more interesting. So let's shift gears completely. We're going to move away from talking about organizations and start talking about people. And when we do that, the word company basically transforms. The rules totally change. And here's the biggest rule change. We're shifting from countable to uncountable. You can't have two companies in this new sense. Company stops being a thing you can point to and becomes more of a state or a feeling. Basically just the idea of having other people around.
So here's our first uncountable meaning. Having guests over. It's not about how many people are there, but just the general concept that you have visitors. See how that works? The person isn't saying, I have a corporation in my living room. They're saying, I have people over. It's this general state of not being alone. But there's another, slightly different meaning hiding in here too. This one is all about companionship. It's the act of being with someone, maybe to make them feel safe or just so they're not lonely. It's a really subtle but pretty important difference.
In this example, the person isn't asking for visitors to come over for dinner. They're just asking for someone to be with them for a few minutes on a simple errand, so they don't have to go by themselves. Let's actually put these two meanings right next to each other.
So, to break it down, having company is when you're playing the host to guests in your home. Keeping someone company is about being a companion to someone. Both are uncountable, both are about people, but the situations are completely different. And believe it or not, we're still not done.
Just to throw another curveball in here, company has a very specific technical meaning in the military. And here we're back to being a countable noun again. You can have Alpha Company or Bravo Company. It's a fourth, totally separate meaning packed into the same 7 letters.
Okay, so why did we just go on this deep dive into one single word? Well, because it tells us something really important about how language actually works.
Just think about it. This one word, from that short list of 850 basic English words, isn't just one idea. It's like a key that unlocks 4 completely different worlds. The world of business, the social world of having guests, the personal world of companionship, and the superstructured world of the military. And really, that's the big takeaway here. Becoming fluent isn't just a race to see who can memorize the most words. It's about really understanding the depth and the context of the words you use. A small, powerful vocabulary forces you to see just how hard each and every word can work. So I'll leave you with a question to chew on. What's a simple word that you use every single day? Stop and think about it for a second. What other jobs might it be doing? What other hats might it wear? It might be a lot more complex than you think.